You are listening to the Techie Leadership Show with Bogdan and Andrei. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Techie Leadership Show. Today with us we have Sergio Lapenna. He is founder and CEO at Real Technologies. He is responsible for the overall business development and technical activities of RT, Real Technologies, and has over 10 years experience in the ICT sector. He provides leadership and strategic directions to RT's managers, as well as participates in the management of RT stakeholders. During the years of development at Real Technologies, he has covered many professional roles and has acquired experience in the field of programming languages, markup languages, database management, electronics prototyping, and modeling languages, deepening his knowledge of operating systems and of CMS/CMFs. Besides technological expertise, he has gained significant knowledge and experience in the field of Internet of Things, and also improved his entrepreneurship and business skills. Hello, Sergio, and welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello. My name is Sergio Lapenna. Thanks before of all. Thanks for contacting me. My name is Sergio Lapenna. I am 35 years old, and I currently live in Avellino. I am curious, ambitious, and determined.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah. Plus, I am an idealist and a perfectionist, and I have always enjoyed experimenting.
Yes.
Among my passions. Sorry for my English.
Don't worry about it.
I like to cook, dogs, football, electronics, and information technology. Today, after some work experience in Europe and Silicon Valley, I am involved in Real Technologies, the startup of the Internet of Things that allows people to create and manage a wide range of internet-connected things, such as boilers, air conditioners, washing machine, traffic lights, electronic fountains, and so on. All connected. As a CEO of this innovative technological startup, I define myself as an experienced entrepreneur who never stops learning.
Cool.
Amazing.
I like
the attitude.
When are we going to live like in the Jetsons? Do you know the Jetsons cartoons?
I am not sure of that.
So you have the Flintstones, which were in the old Stone Age, and have the Jetsons that was
in the
pushing
future.
buttons all the time.
Okay.
Jetson. When are we gonna live like that? Have futuristic homes?
Everything connected, and just push a button and it happens.
Yes, we would like to. We have this vision, and would like to make this respectful for the end user. But because the technology must be used as for progressing the human being, and technology called help to make the world better, a better place to live in.
That should be the purpose of technology.
Yes.
To make it better.
Yes.
And use. And this user cannot wait for more home technology, integrated technology.
Yes. Yes. We would like to make this IoT enabling technology to give power to people to make them able to connect what they want with simplicity, fastly, and secure, safety.
Sounds good.
A vision of the future.
Yes. And
Yes.
you know, Sergio, based on your experience, I'm really curious about your stories as a leader, a technical leader. So let's get into them.
Okay.
What is the biggest leadership success story you witnessed personally?
Of course, my startup, Real Technologies.
Perfect.
Of course. And there is, because there is a team that I have built over the years. And as a startupper, however, I will be with my team. I don't like pyramid organization.
Okay.
We have to use some functional organization in our team. But my teammates say that this pyramid is inverted. That is, I am the one moment I have to translate. I am the handyman of the startup.
You're the handyman.
Yes. And so as a startup, which I am, my work is very dynamic, also in leadership. So I cannot say that there is a day that is the same as another. In fact, each working day is different. And I can make in the same day, I can make a job interview, for example, or an interview like what we are doing now. I can participate in an event.
Yes.
Of course, transmit emails, also software programming and welding electronic circuits. It's very dynamic also because I am, as I said, I am a curious person and determined, of course, ambitious. The fact is that I have dozens of tasks to complete, and I have to focus on one activity at time in a disciplined manner.
Yes.
Of course, always having in mind the goal of creating the best technology capable of advancing the world of the Internet of Things, that is reality, IoT. I work with this objective in mind, and I am also curious to see what will happen if we, with reality, will give the power of innovation in the hands of people. I like to say that who know how to use a smartphone and a screen can be enabler of IoT systems and application. And we, as a team, myself too, enjoy this way, this possibility that could be given to the person to be enabler. And this is when I see a person that enable for the IoT things, this is my success leadership also, because I transmitted my vision to another person. Successfully. Sorry for my
It's no
It's
problem.
not a problem.
Well, I love your passion and your drive and your willingness to go there, and and your vision, like you're the handyman
Yes.
of your team, and taking care of them. And how it goes, like your leadership, it goes like you want to empower the people that are working inside the company, but the goal is actually through the work you're doing to empower all the users of the technology.
Yes, to make to activate what they call prosumering, producer and consumer in the same person.
Oh.
Prosumering, and of course we have a strategic plan for doing this. We would like to start from professionals. That is to make them to gain, making to earn, making their traditional job, but improved with the possibility to offer new innovative services to the end users. That is
augmenting them.
Yes, and that is the job of connecting things for the clients of professionals.
Yeah, it makes sense because in your house you need to heat your house, so you buy a boiler. You're gonna buy a boiler regardless, but if you buy a boiler that is connected, that can make sure that it's functioning properly, can update over time, it's a better boiler.
Yes.
And also, like, sorry. So now, for example, the boiler is a good thing. I have a problem with my boiler, and winter is coming.
Yes.
And I would have loved to be able to call because I called the handyman and tell him, like, look, can you just log into my boiler, run a diagnostic, let me know what is going on. Do you need to come here? Do you need to change some parts? What is the issue?
Yeah, do it over the internet. Would
Yes,
have been amazing.
Okay, if you have already a boiler that at your home, you can retrofit your boiler and upgrade it, because you have to have a connected boiler. For example, you have two possibilities. One is to purchase a new thing, that is a new boiler. The other is to retrofit the old thing. That is to add new technology and functionality to an existing thing, to modernize.
Yes.
And of course, when you retrofit, for you there are less costs, and we reduce a lot this cost, because for the end user, because you don't have to buy new things. Of course, I just talk to you about the enabler version of our device, because there is also a producer version of our device, of our solution, that it is for the so-called industrial IoT.
Okay.
We with the enabler version want to give to normal people the power to connect things in a simple, fast and safe way. So if you have an irrigation system in your home, you can connect it to the internet. So the same you can make with your air conditioner. You can also create new cyber physical systems if you are a do-it-yourself and a creator. All with the same technology that we call it Rheology IoT. That it is an IoT enabling technology. We call this Rheology because it effectively enable the IoT with system and application. Yes.
How do you drive all this passion in your team while at the same time making sure you do not burn them out. So they.
Yes.
I perhaps as you seen now by knowing me a little bit, I transmit the passion to my team because I am passionate about
Yeah, that's
this,
clear.
and people in the team feel this passion and are perhaps contagiated,
Oh,
and they too participate actively in the daily life of the startup. What with they make what they can with what they have. This is a philosophy. What you my motto. Do what you can
with what you have.
do what you can with what you have. This is a motto in English.
It's a good motto.
Yeah, and
Yes.
you're like a prime example of what can happen if you, as the leader, as the founder, you have passion for what you're doing. It's not just for the money. You're doing because you actually believe and you truly believe.
And lead by
Because
example.
there are leaders, unfortunately, that say they believe and they have passion for what they're doing, but you can tell that they're faking it and it's not true passion, or it died along the way.
Yes,
Yes.
unfortunately.
Yes.
And other
And
people who
sorry.
and other people who have the passion for the things that they start and keep the passion over the years, because it takes time for your team to see, okay, he really likes what he's doing. I will work harder as well.
So how do you keep
Yes.
your passion alive?
After 10 years.
Because I made something like an investment on myself. The things, one of I like to say that it's more easy to find your wife that what you like really. I
So you found your wife easier than your passion.
Not yet. But,
Not yet, okay.
but I found what I will like for other 10, 20 years.
So you're lucky in that way.
Lucky.
Yes.
Very lucky.
I have my future wife. This is a confession. My future wife. I don't know my future wife. It is young, because perhaps when I will have 40 years, 60 years, I will know my future wife. Perhaps now she is frequenting the high school. I don't know. And and I will know the her, and then we will perhaps we will be married around
in the future. Okay.
In the future.
70 years. Perhaps.
So the passion for technology is enough for now.
Yes.
That is good.
And this is something I can speak a lot if you want, but I think we have limited time.
Yeah, we also have to move. So moving on. Now, what is the biggest leadership failure you had the unfortunate experience of witnessing? We got a COVID alarm, I think.
Yeah, emergency alert.
Yeah, they bypass all the security of closing everything.
Even if I put my phone in airplane mode, it still works.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Internet of Things.
Yes, this is part of the Internet of Things. My file could be real technologies is both at the same time file and success, because every day there are success and
Failures.
fails. Sorry for English. Oh.
No problem.
problem.
Not a
It's
problem.
okay.
And the important thing is to know how you react in the right way and a reasonable way. This is important. And after all, if you believe in things, you can transform problems in issues, in opportunities. And I have this approach. I also know that in America, USA, they say file fast,
Yes.
Yes.
and I try to make this.
Make it really in Europe. Because
Yes.
here in Europe, people hate failing.
Oh, yes.
We hate
Yes.
it.
Yes, there is this conception, but you have to accept also your fail. The important thing, I repeat, is to know how to react in the right and reasonable way, and you are on the good way.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. Each day you win some and you lose some. The idea is to keep moving forward.
And not let
Okay.
it affect you as a person.
Well, maybe the
Yes.
success you can let it
Yes,
affect you
a
a little as a
little, a
person,
little.
but not the failures.
Yes, and in Italy, we say if you touched the bottom, you cannot make anything else that to go up because you already
Yes.
already.
If you
And,
hit bottom, there's only you can
on-
only go
you
up.
can only go up.
Yes, because also in my startup life there are a lot of high and low experiences. But after a bit, you make one moment the callus.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you get callous.
Yes, and so you go forward. And
You
to
get used to
many-
it. The more you do
Yes.
it, the initial contact, maybe the initial shock could be, but if you stick through it, then it get used to it and you can move forward.
Experience.
Yes.
Yes.
Getting the experience. And this is
Okay.
exactly what I was gonna ask you about your leadership philosophy, but you just told me right now.
Okay. Yes. And in addition to this, I said I with the RT team, I wanted to put under our faces on the website to put our core values that perhaps can be part of the leadership philosophy. There are
Yes.
core values like honesty, integrity, self-employed mentality, open-mindedness, never give up, of course, no gossip, to find the excellence in the ordinary, of course, humbleness, and the last rule, act by the golden rules. That is, do others what you would have them do you. In my English is do to you. My English is
Yes.
not perfect,
It's
but
good.
No, it's
good.
very good.
What matters is the message, not the language. And I like the idea that you have the core values like on the website underneath each person, like what they stand for.
Yes.
yes, yes,
So it's not it like, because in truth the core values of a company are the individual core values of people summed together.
Yes.
It's
yes.
not you come from the top and say this is the core values of a company and you have to adopt them. I don't think it works that way.
No.
No. I invite the team members to criticize the core values to improve, and they are fundamental for us because when we have an important issue, we refer to the base, to our core values, and with that values we resolve a lot of things, because it could happen that we, by referring to the core values, some people change their approach, because we convalidate, we accepted that core values together. We discussed that core values together.
I love the fact that you use the core values as a tool to solve problems and conflicts inside the company.
Yes, there are core values.
You actually use them.
Yes.
I've seen lots of core values on websites and
nobody uses
nobody uses them.
No. We use that and we refer to our core values to improve ourselves.
Because there are examples, I won't say the name, big oil companies that say the environment is important to us, and we know the environment is not important to them.
Yes. Yes. I said to you the core values of the team for the leadership. Then there are core values of the company, of the startup, that are different. They are the leadership core values for us as a team, as a whole.
To guide you. Awesome. And Sergio, for aspiring leaders, what 3 tips would you have for them?
Okay, as you already said, I already have intuited. I don't know. You understand me?
Yes.
There is the first is find what you like for at least the next 10, 20 years. That is, do an investment on yourself for at medium long term, on yourself, and this is like an investment on yourself as person. The second one is believe in something, for example, in yourself, or in a good, I don't know, or in something, for example, your project. And I added in my philosophy, because I wrote a philosophy except when I was young. What I added near belief is eventually hope. This is because to date we cannot make, as human, cannot make nothing more than believe.
Yes.
There is nothing of sure in this world. And the third tip is, because you like and believe in this, you have or must to experiment. I love experimenting. You have the only thing you can make in addition, because you can only believe, is to experiment, to live a funny also and exciting life.
And do you have some tips on how to experiment, how to run experiments?
Because you have to you have to see what you are curious about, what do you like. After this, you will find yourself the how you can experiment. Also in your social life, in your activities, business, or what you like. The experimentation is something that you can make, perhaps like say Galileo Galilei said, and you can make something and reproduce it in a laboratory. And you can make your laboratory, your spaces, or your virtual or physical space, and you can use your intelligence, smartness to better experiment.
So always try. It's a constant. It's
Be
not
curious.
like
Yes.
you propose to do it. You do it each day a little and try to validate as much as possible
Yes.
every day.
The more curious you are, the more you can't help yourself. I want to do
Yes.
that, and I want to do that.
Yes. Yes, this is true. The curiosity is a characteristic of big people, I think.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
true.
yes. Yes.
And since you're so curious, Sergio, now I am curious. What is the book that had the most profound impact on you?
I don't have a book for to say to you, but I can say that the nature, the book of nature, is what
Nature.
in the nature, what you find
Yes.
in the nature, because if I have to say a book, the nature book, I don't know. If because I think after billions of years of evolution, I consider flora and fauna the representation, the representation of the most perfect things in the world, and that is why I still explore the nature environments that are less altered by the human, by the man, to observe what surrounds me and the details from which I derive pure inspiration. I am inspired by the nature, and apart from the nature that I use in tra virgolette, I don't know in English.
Air quotes.
Air quotes.
Okay. Apart from the nature that I use mainly to create and improve my artifacts. In life, I unconsciously take inspiration from my mother, who helped our family a lot, because my father died a lot of time when I was very young, and he rolled up her sleeves, managing a family of five
children?
children.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, and she, who is courageous and resolute in life, is an example not only for me but for many people, also
Yeah, for sure.
outside
For sure.
my family. And what inspired me, not book, but people, is also Leonardo da Vinci, Steve Jobs, Albert Einstein, just to name someone. And there are also philosophers like Socrates, for just for an example.
Yeah.
I know that that this is not a book, but is what impacted me on in my life. I am inspired from
That's
this
very
and
good.
this, from nature, mom, and important people in the past.
That's a very good answer.
Yeah,
Actually, very
I
good.
like the
I like the answer.
answer. Drawing lesson and reading like life that's happening around you to get information, which is something that most people, even I am guilty of this. Sometimes I have my eyes closed, even if they're wide open, and I don't see a lot of lessons that I could take
Yeah,
happening around me.
yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And the
And
biggest artist in the world is Mother
It's
Nature.
Mother Nature, the most
Yes.
perfect artist.
Most perfect
Yes.
artist.
Yes.
And Sergio, if people want to find out more about you, where should they go?
They can go on the major social networks like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and some other website, the major social network. And of course on the website of Real Technologies.
Perfect.
And this is I am always available to discuss and confrontate myself with other people.
I will add the links, and anybody listening, you are encouraged to reach out to Sergio.
Especially
Okay.
if you're a fan of IoT, you can sense the passion that
Yes.
Sergio has.
Yes.
So reach
Yes.
out to him and to discuss
Perhaps I wrote you in the chat the website because I think my spelling is not good. However, is www.rtsrl.eu.
Perfect.
Perfect.
But if you find Reality IoT, you will find this website and you can reach me because
We're going to have links in the show notes. So
I will
people can
add the
easily-
links, and I'll also send you the link when I publish the episode. So that's
yes,
okay.
okay.
So we can put it on social media, and people can easily find
and
the
talk with a
episode.
passionate person about
Yes.
IoT.
Yes.
Thank you, Sergio, for coming on the show. It's been a true pleasure.
Piacere.
Thanks to you. Grazie a voi for this interview.
That was today's episode. Tune in daily. Rate, like, subscribe, and share, please. Oh, you can find further info and materials in the show notes on techyleadership.com, including links to the guest book recommendations.